So this question is all about primary and secondary source of information. So this question seems to catch quite a few students out. So the best way to think about it is that primary source information, they're your original first-hand records of events that have not been changed in any way. Whereas your secondary source information are a document or recording that is about the original source of information that was created. So think about it that the secondary depends on the primary source of information in order to exist in a way. So sometimes the secondary sources normally they interpret, evaluate, or they discuss information that you had in your primary source originally. So therefore, we've got the own photo. So the own photo is something that belongs to the person. It's their thing. They took the photo. So therefore, own photo would go into this box. Then you've got the map. So once again, a map is an original source of information, so that goes there. And then we've got history book. So a history book relies on a past event and information that's been produced by someone else. So the textbook wouldn't have been written by the original person, so these are information from history, the primary source, in order to write the textbook, so that will go in there. Then we've got a news report. So once again, news report is second-hand information, so that will go in there. And then we've got local social media groups. So the local social media groups will go in here as well, because it's a second source of information. So it's coming from, it's taking an original source of information and then providing it on a social media platform, for example, in order for someone to discuss it and talk about it. So it could be about football, it could be about fashion, it could be anything like that. So they use that in order to talk about something that's really happened. And then the sports records is something that's first hand. It's something that's happened. So that's what you should have. So you'd get 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark, 4 mark, 5 marks, and 6 marks. So what tends to happen in the exam in January, lots of students were putting textbooks into primary source, and they were putting a photograph into secondary source. Some of them put maps into secondary source as well. So you could argue that you could easily get confused by a map, because you might say that a map is reproduced of another map or something like that. But it's an original record of something that's taken place. So a map of an area or something is why it's a primary resource. So it's not a map of another map, it's just the original map. That's what they're looking for in this question here.